I wonder if people can hear the crane outside.
The crane. It's a tiny bird.
All right, Connor, we can probably get going here. Are you ready for this?
Y'all
Cue the
ready for
music.
this? Brum, 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 brum.
Okay, I got
Oh
this.
God!
Welcome to another episode of the.
Welcome,
We're back.
welcome to Papa's house.
The Invested Podcast. It's the show where we discuss the top 10 ways in which your shower drain is a portal to another dimension. So.
It's some days it's raining, and it's pouring, and the
old man.
The old man, he's just fucking out.
Do you think he's dead?
He's dead. He's decomposing.
My name is Terry. With me, of course, my good friend Connor. He's the one talking about decomposing old men.
Yeah, that's my
Connor,
jam.
I have a question for you.
Oh yeah, what's the question?
Answer me this. Riddle me this. Answer me this question here.
Okay.
Hither. How do cranes work?
Cranes.
Okay, so no, seriously. I was walking through the city,
Mhm.
and I was looking at this building being built, and I was like, okay, so there was a crane on top of the building, lifting stuff
Right.
onto the building.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Right. So how did that crane get to the top of the building? A crane, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a chicken and the egg situation. What was the first crane to lift the crane up?
Probably just a municipal kind of a Jimmy John. Oh, right, because how can it reach that far? And why would they need that if they had something that could already reach that high? Right?
Yeah. How does the first crane get up without a crane?
Oh, yeah. They must build it up there. They'll just be like,
They just
we'll
build
just
it straight up?
build a straight up crane.
Don't get it, man. Cranes.
Cranes are like the
What a world, huh?
cranes are like when you build a ship in a bottle. You know what I mean?
No.
And you don't need the
Piece
ship.
by piece, row
Yeah,
by
yeah,
row.
you do piece
Gotta
by
make
piece.
this crane
Or no,
grow.
It's like a little Venus flytrap.
a
You know what I
penis.
mean?
Oh,
A
Venus.
Penis flytrap.
Sorry, that was really inappropriate. My apologies.
Apology.
Connor, I got
accepted.
a little bit of news that we can possibly talk about
Yeah.
if you want to talk about it.
Yeah,
This
sure.
is all off the top of my head. I didn't write anything down. I'm not prepared for this at all, but we're going to do it. I've heard rumor. Sorry, I was thinking. I heard rumor that Ben Affleck is done with Batman in the Matt Reeves Batman movie. He's not going to be playing Batman.
Oh no. Okay. Oh no, that's okay. Oh no, that's okay.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Matt Reeves is he's like a goddamn chocolate bar. He's delicious.
He did
He's
some
such
of
a
the.
sweetie.
What did he do?
He did
Planet of the
Cloverfield, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes,
Yeah,
Planet of the Apes,
the good ones.
the good ones.
It's really hot in here. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It's like 100 degrees.
He's like he's like baby James Cameron. Because you know how James Cameron is like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make Avatar movies forever. All right, I'll see you later, mates. I'll see you.
James Cameron's American, isn't he? Does he have an
He is
accent?
American. He is American. That was me taking some creative license.
Some creative liberties.
Some creative liberties.
Okay, some creative liberties.
Systems knackered, boss.
I didn't like Friday's voice at first, but then I grew
it grew on me.
Yeah. I like her. I like her a lot in Civil War. When
She
she
was
says
great.
that line, she's like, "What do I look like?" And he's like, "A redhead." And she's like, "I think you're thinking of someone else." Like,
That was
aw.
great. I was
It's
like,
"What are you
that's
doing in my
cute."
feelings?"
In my feelings.
She's clearly talking about Pepper Potts, right?
That's well funny. Do you know who plays that person?
Who plays Friday?
Yeah,
No.
the Mike's daughter in Better Call Saul. Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
Oh, I was thinking of the granddaughter. I was like, "Isn't she like 8? Like, what the hell?"
Oh yeah, no.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I have
Or daughter-in-law, because that's his son's wife.
right, Connor. I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna have to look up some news because I honestly. am
Oh,
like-
no problem. Just take your time. Matt Reeves is so intriguing, by the way. Just like, this is a man who has been attached to nothing that bad.
I hope this Batman movie is good.
That bad, yeah. So, he's just been in a thing where he's been doing studio. It's weird. I wanted to see him do studio movies, but I want to see him do a plethora. I want, like what Tim Burton does, the goofy, silly shit Tim
I
Burton
don't like
does.
Tim Burton though.
I want him to do it. Oh, yeah, Tim Burton's not great.
Not a fan. Okay, we'll move on. More DC.
Do you know that thing about Nightmare Before Christmas, real quick?
What? Whether or not it's a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie?
Well, no, it's who it's directed by.
It's not directed by Tim Burton.
Yeah. It's sort of directed by the fucking homie.
It's in the style of Tim Burton. He produced it, didn't he?
Yeah, he just produced it. Yeah. Henry Selick, who did, what was it? I have buttons for eyeballs. What's that called?
Coraline?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
I like how you knew that. For
Buttons for Eyes. He's doing a new movie.
And James and the Giant Peach.
He's doing a new movie right now.
Oh, he is? Oh, shit.
Yeah, the guy who directed Coraline, directed Paranorman, he is directing, I think it's the new Bumblebee movie.
No way.
Yeah.
Is that real?
I think it's him, yeah. I'm pretty
Henry
sure it's the same
Selick
guy.
is doing the Bumblebee. That's pretty cool.
Okay, real quick, we're going to talk about that. More DC. Did you see the pictures released for Wonder Woman 84 or whatever the hell it's called?
I did.
Yeah, what do you think about? There's nothing much to talk about.
I went from being like, oh, they're going to make Wonder Woman 2, that's okay, to being like extremely interested. Like something about it's called Wonder Woman 1984, I believe.
I think it's just 84.
No, really?
Yeah, I think it's just Wonder Woman 84. As so far as we know, it's only that the logo is just WW84.
WW84.
So I'm assuming that's just what it's going to be called.
It's as soon as I saw it, like the her standing in front of all those screens.
Yeah.
And then
conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
That's what I've been
I was
thinking
like,
about.
oh boy, I
hope
like
this.
this.
Is a conspiracy theory thing. Yeah.
Because I love all that stuff, all that Orwell.
Yep.
Orwell stuff.
Orwellian.
Orwellian. Yeah, it's awesome.
We're set to get an Aquaman trailer at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah. Is that still James Wan directing that?
Yeah, I believe so.
Fucking man. I hope it's good.
James Wan's Aquaman.
I feel like I always say that. I'm like a DC apologist. I hope it's good. Creaky smile.
I mean, I really like Jason Momoa as Aquaman, but like I just
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of San Diego Comic-Con, I read earlier today, whether it's true or false, I don't know. This could be a complete fakeness.
Fake.
That Marvel will not be renting out Hall H at Comic-Con this year.
Ooh.
They said they're not going to make any major announcements about Phase 4 until Avengers 4 comes out.
That makes sense.
That's fine.
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
That's a smart move.
Smart move. I'm not sad about it.
Yeah, it's fine. That's fine.
Banging down anyone's door.
Everything.
I'm just so lukewarm.
Everything's just like, it's fine.
It's fine.
Okay. Okay, what else do we got here? I don't have much to talk about. So we mentioned Transformers. So let's do a quick trailer talk real quick.
All right.
Trailer. Have you seen the Bumblebee trailer, Connor?
I have not.
You haven't seen
it? I gotta watch it.
Well, how are we supposed to talk about it if you haven't seen it?
Well, don't we watch it and then talk about it?
Yeah, I should have showed it to you beforehand, but now we started. We're in the thick of things.
We can't pause?
Yeah, we can pause. All right, we're gonna watch it really quick. Give me one moment. Okay, Connor, I'm gonna ask you this question again. Have you seen the Bumblebee trailer?
That's awesome. Yes, I have. It felt like it just. I'm thinking about it right now, and it's fresh. It's fresh in my mind.
I gotta say, I'm alright with it.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks fine.
It does look fine. So it's the director who did Coraline. He did Kubo and the Two Strings.
That guy, wow.
And something else, Paranorman, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Same guy. So he's directing this.
Henry Selick.
Is that his name?
Henry
Selick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not Michael Bay. I think
Thank God.
Bumblebee looks great.
Yeah, looks good.
Starscream looks great. It's supposed to be a lot less.
Bumblebee gets discovered by Carly Rae Jepsen.
I think she's a great actress, so that's not who it is. What's her name?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Haley Steinfeld, I think is her name. She's really good. Have you seen Edge of 17?
I haven't.
Oh,
that's the one.
Good one. God, it's hot in here. Oh my God, I'm dying. This was a mistake.
This milk was a bad choice.
Milk was a bad choice. You shouldn't be drinking all this milk, Connor. It's warm.
It's warm.
Lukewarm. Why? Okay, so lukewarm. What is that? Why Luke?
It's more of not cold, but not room temperature.
Right, I know what lukewarm means, but why is it Luke?
Oh, Luke. Probably because Luke is one of those words that really just puts a. Oh, that's your foot. Really puts a damper on a sentence. It really. It's like the child brake, or no? It's like the student brakes on a car, where instead you're like. Your face, you're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Help me.
Luke, warm. It's not warm. It's lukewarm. It pulls things
Are
back.
you making this up as you go along?
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, I can kind of tell that.
That's what
Yeah.
it sounds like.
Anyway, so the Bumblebee trailer, I think it looks pretty good. It came out a long time ago, so we're a little late talking about it. But and by a long time ago, like maybe like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. But I think it looks pretty good. I'm actually excited to see this, and I like John Cena. He's cool. He's in it.
Oh, that's the part I didn't like.
You didn't like John Cena?
I like John Cena. I like the idea of John Cena in this movie, but I wanted him to be the sidekick, dad, uncle. I didn't want him to be the bad guy, military.
He might not be the bad guy.
I wanted him to be silly. John Cena has really great comedy chops.
He does. That is very true. Have you seen him on Jimmy Fallon?
No, is he good on
He's
Jimmy Fallon?
hilarious
He's
on
really
Jimmy
good.
Fallon. He plays a game, and it's like he's just I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, but it looks fine.
Looks fine. Oh.
Okay, so we mentioned Tim Burton. Did you see the Dumbo trailer that just came out? A day ago?
I didn't watch that.
Okay, I don't want to watch that one again. But it's don't care. It's Tim Burton. It's Dumbo.
I
Live action Dumbo.
I don't understand. When did Tim Burton start working with Disney? Like, when did that happen? Because I'm just like flummoxed of how he's gotten so much. Like, they're giving him everything.
I just don't understand why people give Tim Burton anything ever.
Well,
His movies don't do well.
Do they? Do they make money?
They make money. Okay, fine. They make
That
money,
might be.
but they're not good movies.
Right.
Willy Wonka, all the Alice in Wonderland movies.
Oh, it's so bad.
They're terrible.
So bad.
That one about the foster's home for peculiar children or whatever.
Oh, Miss Peregrine's.
Yeah, that flopped. That didn't even make money. That was just bad.
I forgot that came out.
Yeah, it
I
did.
remember seeing the
It came
trailer.
out.
I was like,
I didn't watch it. Didn't care. Too.
oh, that's so stupid.
I have no
He's
more.
He's got some good movies though.
Like
I
what?
like
Name one good movie.
Beetlejuice.
I've never
I like
seen it.
Beetlejuice. You haven't seen Beetlejuice?
No.
It's fun. It's the one of the only fun Tim Burton ones. And what was the other fun Tim Burton one? People like Ed Wood. I haven't seen Ed Wood. I heard that one's good.
I've never heard of it.
Edward Scissorhands was fun.
Don't like it.
You don't like Edward Scissorhands? It's kind of nice.
Stupid.
But yeah, I'm trying
What
to
a
think.
dumb premise.
Oh
What the heck is
yeah,
that
he's
about?
got scissors.
It's got scissors for hands. Stupid. I
Stupid.
will not suspend my disbelief
Do you remember
for
that's
such a thing.
That's the Nirvana the band little short. The teach me how to play this fucking game. The Magic cards. Remember when Jay?
Yeah.
They do the Edward Scissorhands. And then they also do the Beetlejuice.
I was just watching, and I watch it a lot, is that Everybody Needs a Bosom for a Pillow scene.
Everybody did. I still haven't seen season 2.
I haven't seen all of it. There's like 2 episodes I haven't seen, because they release some of it all out of order, and they start on like episode 3, and I just...
So weird. I don't know what happened.
I can't find it.
Viceland Canada died.
So they should just release the seasons. Like, you can't even get them on DVD.
Yeah. It's crazy. I don't understand.
People
I don't
will buy
understand.
them. I would honestly buy. I don't buy a lot of DVDs.
How did they get the first season out? And like I have the first season. I have all the episodes. Like I bought them and I have them, but I don't know why the second season. I don't know what happened.
You can buy them on Amazon, right?
No.
Where'd you buy them?
Where'd I buy them?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe you could buy them on Amazon. I buy them off Google Play.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Can you share those folders with people?
Maybe. I mean, I think so. I don't know.
Because I have trouble finding those episodes.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. I'll give you a look.
See if you can. I mean, wow. I don't know how Google Play works. I have no more trailers to talk about that I care about. So, Connor, what do you? Let's talk.
Let's talk.
What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about Heroes.
Heroes, the show with the weirdest soundtrack I've. That's the soundtrack. You don't remember that?
No, what is
The
that?
soundtrack is like some woman going.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. That's really good. That's
Yeah, that was
pretty
it.
good.
That was it.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Heroes
I'm
is
gonna
such
I'm
a-
gonna reverb myself. Ready? Hang on.
Sounds good.
Hang on. I can't.
Somebody call Tim Crank.
I
Get
can't
it.
turn it down.
Get-
There we go. Okay. You'll hear that later, but you don't have headphones on, but it sounded real good. It sounded just like the soundtrack. What do you want to talk about Heroes for? And how I watched the first season, and then the second season came on, and I didn't like it, and then I never watched it again.
You didn't like the second season.
I don't remember liking it. I don't remember watching all of it.
I like the second season a bit. There's stuff I like in there. Like, I love the Takezo Kensei stuff.
I remember hating the main character.
The main character.
The kid who can fly or can't fly. Or...
Milo Ventimiglia?
No, who's the young guy?
Young guy.
His name was like Peter.
Yeah, oh, Peter Petrelli. Yeah.
I hated him.
You hated Peter Petrelli?
I hated him.
Wow. Oh,
He
wow.
Like, people talk like this, and he was so angsty and angry about everything. He was such a poop.
You hated him in the whole show?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Did he have any powers?
Yeah.
I remember
his power was that he was able to absorb other people's powers and use them. Yeah.
That first episode where he's
That's
like, "We can
crazy.
both fly." All right, now that I think about it, I don't know if that show was any good, Connor.
No, it is good. It is good. Well, I like how it's constructed. It's constructed very well because the Tim Kring is from the episode 1 knew exactly what he wanted to do with the first season, which I applaud him for that because it's very interesting because it's the whole.
You're kicking the stand.
Oh, sorry.
I can hear it. It's okay.
The whole point of that season is to have all these characters meet together, hang out together, and to stop the nuke from going off. Right?
It's the nuke, but the nuke was a person, wasn't it?
The nuke was a person.
It was Peter Petrelli the whole time.
Peter Petrelli. Yeah, because he absorbs Ted's.
How many seasons?
Ted
are there?
Sprague's.
4?
Oh God, there's like 4 or 5. I only know the first 2 seasons, and then there's the reboot, which failed.
There was a reboot?
Yeah, you don't remember that? They brought it back for a little while,
Oh.
and everyone was pissed.
Like a
It
new
sucked.
show, brand new? Like new characters and stuff?
I'm pretty sure with old characters mixed in. Yeah.
They never became heroes, though.
I know. The show never delivered.
I
Stupid.
remember really liking the first season.
The first season is really good. It's really fun.
Hata!
It's yata.
Yeah.
Hot. Sounds like you're saying hot dog.
That's what he says when he does.
Hata.
It means I did it in Japanese.
I like when he
I
said Nissan Versa. Nissan Versa. That's a panel from Watchmen. A character saying, I did it! And doing this.
Yeah.
That's what he does. It's just Watchmen, basically. It's the same plot as Watchmen.
Oh yeah, they gotta stop the nuke in the city.
Yeah. But it's good. It's good. And there's a lot of like similar panels and ideas. The thing I liked about it is I was reading the pilot script recently, and it's all the stuff from the finale is there. Like the cockroaches. Like there's that shot in the finale of the cockroach crawling in the drain pipe. And in the first episode, you got Mohinder talking about cockroaches. Mm-hmm. Tim Kring drew cockroaches onto the script. I
remember. Okay, yeah.
And then the first scene sort of is Peter having a dream of him flying.
Yep.
And then he sees his brother.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this is how the show ends. This is how the season ends, is him and his brother.
Yeah.
And it's like, I like that idea. I like the idea that Nathan doesn't want to fly, and then he starts off being like, we don't have powers, I'm not going to fly, blah, blah, blah. And then by the end, he's like, his character goes through an arc. His character changes.
Okay, so what do you think happened to the show, and why did it fail? Is it because he only planned for one season and had no idea what to do after that? It got to the bad guy used to eat brains, right?
Yeah, Siler. Right. Everyone was like, how does he get his powers? There was a lot of gifs on the internet of him eating like animated brains. But yeah, I like Siler's power because Siler's power was like he knew how things worked, and like that's
Zachary Quinto.
Yeah. I like Siler. Siler's a cool villain.
Yeah, he was.
He
got defeated, didn't he, in the first season? And then, or did he try to? I remember.
Well, Hero stabs him with a sword.
Yeah.
And then he sends Hero back in time. Or no, he throws Hero at a wall, and before Hero gets splattered, Hero travels back to feudal Japan.
That's what happens. That's like the last episode.
Yeah.
And then they didn't know where to go from there.
Sort of. Yeah.
That's what I remember.
Because Adam is the villain of season 2.
Yeah.
Adam, who is Takezo Kensei. He has Claire's power of he can't die.
She was a cool character.
Yeah, Claire. Yeah, she was cool. Yeah. Her dad, HRG, horn room glasses.
I never liked... Yeah, that's true. I never liked the split personality lady. Because I feel like she didn't have a power.
That
was
weird.
Really a superpower.
Well, she had like super strength because at the end of when they're beating up Siler, she takes a parking meter and she like rips it out of the ground and starts hitting him with it. So she has like super strength, sort of, but only when she's like, only when she's her other personality.
Did her other personality have a name?
It was either Nikki or something like that, or no, maybe Nikki is the main girl's name.
Nikki and Ricky.
Nikki and Ricky.
Nicky Picky Dicky. I don't know.
And then there's the third sister who had like ice powers, and it was super weird. I was like, I'm not about this.
No, I remember. I remember watching the first. I think honestly, I only watched like the first episode of the second season.
Really?
What was the part where there was like a kids running in a sewer?
Oh, kids running in the sewer. Oh, Maya.
Sure. I remember that. That's all I remember from the second season.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there that sucked. That's really bad.
Oh, and then the cop. What was his superpower?
Matt Parkman. He could read people's minds.
Read people's minds.
Which is a cool power. That's always fun to use. His stuff with his dad is a cool idea. Like his dad has mind powers like him, but he's like evil, and he like uses it weird. Like he's the guy that when you think about him, he can see you. It's like really creepy. It's like ooh.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like there's so many great ideas in Heroes, but just the second season really fucking didn't stick the landing.
When did the second season come out?
I assume a year after the first season, like 05? Oh, no, 06, 07.
Was that the writer's strike time?
Yeah, that was during the writer's strike.
Do it.
That's why it sucked.
That's what I was thinking.
Writer's strike is what helped kill Lost. That's what helped kill Heroes. Killed
those
everything.
Damn writers wanting money and
those
stuff.
You damn campers.
Just take what you can get and write stuff.
Joss Whedon during that time made Dr. Horrible, and he made a killing off Dr. Horrible. It was insane.
Nothing good came out that time except for maybe that.
Yeah, right.
What came out during the writer's strike? Let me think here.
Oh shit!
Let's look it up. I'm actually curious.
It's like 05, 06, 07, right? In between there.
I'm gonna type in movies that came out during World War II.
World War II. Casablanca.
Which summer movies did the writer's strike hit hardest? Let's see here. I mean, Transformers 2, I think, was one of them.
Ooh, yeah, that's right.
That movie was just X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Oh my god. Oh.
G.I. Joe.
Oh god.
Star Trek came out during the writer's strike.
2009? Star Trek?
That's
Where's this Nemesis?
Abrams. Oh, the script was written during it.
Oh.
But they must have fixed it. Terminator Salvation.
Oh boy. Oh god.
Dragon Ball Evolution.
Wow. They really have dropped the ball. Dragon Ball.
Oh my gosh, this is so funny. It says 2012.
The movie 2012 with John Cusack.
Yeah. Let's see what else I'm trying. That was a time that went by and I didn't realize what was happening while it was happening.
Mm-hmm. Why does everything suck now?
I just remember the fourth season of Lost being like 12 episodes and like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Most of it took place on a boat.
Oh yeah.
Breaking Bad was during the writer's strike, but I don't remember anything bad happening there.
The first season was kind of weak. That's the weakest of the seasons.
Of Breaking Bad?
Yeah, the first season is the
Did
weakest.
that take place during the writer's strike?
Might have taken around the same time, 2006, 2007. 5 years, right? It's about 5 years. Ended in 2012, 2013. So, 2007.
Oops.
2008.
Yeah, okay, yeah, maybe, yeah. Yeah.
07, 08. 07, 08.
I'm not recognizing any of these, really.
I just think of that line from Game of Thrones. Littlefinger's like, titles do seem to breed titles.
Heroes.
Heroes. Yeah.
Heroes pretty much derailed the second season due to the strike. It only had 11 episodes out of the 24 air, and none were filmed. After the strike ended, the show returned 9 months later. Oof. That'll do it.
That'll do it. Which is crazy because now television is just one guy. It's like one guy who writes almost all the episodes by himself, and then
Of
he
all
directs
the shows?
and then he directs them. Or yeah, well that's
Of all shows everywhere?
of all shows everywhere.
Yeah,
but it's kind of like all shows now have very small writers crew. Like it's like 1 or 2 people.
I think TV needs to get better writers.
Ooh, you do?
I think that, yeah, I mean, come on, there are good writers out there, and I just feel like most TV shows, they're all really lazy, they're all really the same.
What do you think most TV shows like? Who are the usual suspects?
I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of TV shows that are just coming out now. Like just think about all the TV shows that last one season then are canceled.
Oh, right.
Because they're all the same. It's like nothing exciting, nothing new. Like nothing since Lost has been like revolutionary, except for Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad, Mr. Robot.
Yeah, but Mr. Robot's really not that popular, as good as or bad
That's
as it
true.
may be.
It's not popular.
It's not.
Well,
like a
Westworld. People like Westworld.
Is Westworld on TV or is it?
It's on HBO.
Yeah, it's on it. See, HBO doesn't. I don't count
It's
HBO.
not TV.
I'm talking about like mainstream
Network TV.
ABC, NBC.
Yeah, there's really
TV
nothing
shows,
on network TV.
dramas, like nighttime dramas.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Wow, you're right. Since Lost, there hasn't really
There
been
hasn't been anything.
anything. Wow.
Breaking Bad, I guess, but that was AMC,
That's AMC,
and
yeah.
I don't know. It
And they
seems.
have
I mean, it
what's
definitely counts, but
The
even
Walking Dead.
like I'm thinking about the shows where I used to, my mom would call me upstairs from playing video games and say,
It's
"Hey,
time for Lost."
It's time for Lost, or it's time for first season Heroes. It's time for Heroes. Heroes is on.
We did
We'd
that
run
too.
Upstairs, we'd sit down,
we'd
we'd
watch
watch
it as a family.
Yeah.
First season of Heroes is so good.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't exist anymore. Like that.
We would
doesn't
watch
happen.
it at other people's houses too. Like eventually towards the end, like all my mom's friends would be like have Heroes watching parties.
Yeah.
Super fun. Game of Thrones is kind of like that, but again, it's
Game
HBO.
of Thrones is, but it's HBO. So if you don't have HBO,
It's
you miss it.
different.
Or
You're out.
You're out. Or you watch it later online or something. I just.
Yeah. Wow, you're right. You're right. There is a lack of good TV. Oh, the only that now it's just like nighttime, what I call nighttime soap operas, where it's like How to Get Away with Murder, Scandal.
Yeah, and people are like, "Oh my god, dude, it's so
Grey's
good."
Anatomy.
Do you want? But like, it doesn't interest me, and maybe that's just me, and it does interest other
It's
people.
soap opera. It's dumb.
Yeah.
Soap opera's stupid. Soap opera's stupid. It's a stupid genre.
Feel that
And
breeze?
yeah.
Yeah, that feels good.
That's nice. So soap opera's dumb. I mean, it has its purpose, but every show is a freaking soap opera now.
Every show's a soap opera. All the characters are the same. You literally, if they were all named the same character and you didn't look at them,
Awful.
you'd be like, it's this character.
It's just sitcoms and soap operas.
Yeah, and it's no fun.
What
They
was,
gotta fix
what was that
TV.
one about that Eon Gruff played? He was like a guy who died and then came back to life to help. It's like soap opera procedurals. He's like, I died and I came back to life, and now I'm going to help catch criminals.
Can I rant about cop shows?
Oh, yeah.
I hate cop shows.
So
I hate
boring.
them. NCIS,
So boring.
CSI, NCIS, Miami.
You know what was good?
But
Hannibal.
I didn't watch Hannibal.
Hannibal
That's
was
not a cop
good.
show, though, really, is it? I guess it is.
It sort of is.
But I'm talking about these cop
yeah.
shows where every episode's a different crime.
Mhm.
The first scene is the crime happening, and then it cuts like the
You
title
damn
sequence,
campers.
and then it shows the title characters kind of joking around, drinking some coffee at the station, or having some sort of sexual tension
dun.
or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then they come in, they go, "We got a problem. We got
Fucking
to."
Lucifer.
And then something happens, and they go. And then they look at it, and they go, "They've never seen anything like this before." And then they solve it at the end.
Every week? You never seen this before? You do this every week?
Yeah, and like there's like a new and then they talk to like what's it called, a victim who is kind of seeming kind of fishy and may or may not be the perpetrator at the end, and then it's just like, ugh. And like, how many cop shows are there? Like 15.
15, yeah.
And they're all the same.
Well, now there's new ones that's like Chicago 5.
So I don't understand people who
LA
are like,
5.
my favorite show is CSI. We love CSI in my family. It's like,
It's all the same.
what difference does it make if you watch that or NCIS? Why? What makes CSI better than this?
Yeah.
one? Has the same characters.
You're watching the same thing
It has the butch dude
every
who's
time.
like the badass. It has the nerdy man or woman who is like the smart one.
Right?
Who's
Oh my
socially
God.
awkward,
Right,
and
yeah.
it has the sexy one who's always has a thing with the butch dude, and it's like a will they or won't they thing, and then you know what I mean? It's just like, oh god, it's... I know I was touching my fingers together like.
It's crazy. It's the same goddamn thing.
It's no
every time.
fun.
It's awful, and there's so many of them. And it's just like, this is awful. It's like goddamn self-publishing on Amazon.
The only cop show I ever actually watched, which even that cop show, well, actually, okay, I'm gonna say two. Did you ever watch The Finder?
No, I've never heard
It
of
was
that.
really good. Michael Clark Duncan was in it, but he passed away while filming the second season, so they canceled it.
Oh, that makes sense.
And that show was actually really fun.
So only had one season.
Yeah,
I like
liked
The
it.
Wire, but that's HBO.
The only cop show mainstream cop show that I actually liked, but even then, it still got under my skin that every episode was a new problem, and it only didn't really get solved until about the fourth season when like the story was continuous to each episode. Was Supernatural,
Oh, Supernatural, right?
and I really enjoyed the
Yeah.
fourth season because the story got good, and it wasn't like a new thing every episode. It was like a continuing story, and then once they solved that, it got boring again. It's like I watched it up until maybe season 6, and now it's on season 13. So
True Detective is good.
that's HBO.
That's HBO. But yeah, you're right. There is nothing. That's crazy.
So they need my point is I bring it all the way back. They need better writers for television.
That's so crazy.
I hear the 100's pretty good, but I just
The 100. The 100 is like the ultimate guilty pleasure. Like it's funny. The 100 is a CW show, and out of all the CW shows, it's definitely the best one. But it's still guilty pleasure entertainment.
Yeah.
It's like,
I've
but
had
it's,
no
it's
interest.
better than like.
I've heard that
Arrow.
and Vikings is pretty good.
Oh, fucking Vikings! I don't know about that.
Have you seen it?
No.
I haven't seen it either.
I don't know Vikings.
So
Vikings.
and this is a big reason why Netflix is, besides the fact that Netflix
They're
is
just
you
killing
get
it.
what you get and you watch it as much as you
Yeah.
want whenever you want, but that's why even their shows that aren't that good are doing better than most of the stuff that's on TV now.
It's
Who wants to
crazy.
watch commercials and who wants to watch the same show
Yeah, like the only
over and over and over and
The only
over?
time commercials are fun is when you're watching something good, because then the commercial is like, it's like a little bit of break for
break
you
it
to
up.
calm down.
And you can like run into the
talk.
kitchen and grab
Yeah,
something to
get
drink and then
food.
come back out and be like, can't wait, it comes back on.
Yeah, it's exciting.
I remember
almost to go
feeling
to
that
catch
in
a
Lost.
commercial. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And you don't want to, you want to watch. You're not going to click away. Like you got to watch when it comes back. And it was perfect. And then
Yeah.
they're just like, no, I'm gonna make freaking how to get away with murder. That's what people want. That's what.
That's
people
like, yeah, and then like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. had the potential to be something great, and it just turned into an X-Men fest.
freaking what's
like,
that dude? Ike.
Who?
Ike. That's who.
I feel like if I
Ike
sat
ruined
down,
it.
I could have written something better than what they've been doing.
I'm sure he could have. Yeah, it's terrible.
A big part of the problem I also feel, and I think you will agree with me, is some seasons for shows, and I think Lost suffered from this sometimes.
Fucking 22
Seasons
episodes.
are too long.
That's insane.
Seasons should be 13 episodes.
13. I mean, HBO does 10, and then
10 episodes in this perfect.
10 is toit.
10, but they don't have commercials.
10 with
And each
yeah.
episode's like an hour, so that's a little different. 13 episodes.
That's a sweet spot. I would go for 12, just because 13 is the.
You know what? Give it
superstitious.
15, even if
Give it
people want to
15.
push it. But my point is, 23 episodes per season.
That's
is
insane.
like,
That's it.
you
Who
get
can
lost. You get lost
yeah.
as especially if you watch it week by week.
I think the first season of Heroes only had like 16 or something. Like you didn't have a bunch. Didn't
Yeah.
have a lot.
Yeah.
Or 18 or what have you.
So I don't know. It just seems kind of.
It's crazy. You just ask yourself, you're like, what is happening? How are these decisions getting made?
Yeah.
Who keeps greenlighting these shows?
People who don't care about television, it seems. Like, I feel like they don't care about media, the people who are in charge.
Oh yeah. All the kids are on YouTube now. I'm gonna go work at YouTube.
Maybe that might. I don't know.
Now YouTube's making their own content. Looks god
Cobra
awful.
Kai. I heard Cobra Kai is actually pretty good.
Oh, you know what? Cobra Kai. That might be the lone exception, because that's funny that you should say that. I read that script a
course you did.
couple years ago.
Yeah.
It was a Redditor, I think, wrote that script.
Really?
And he posted it. It was like one of the winners of the Reddit contests of like best script. Yeah, it was really
Wow.
cool. Yeah.
Anyway, I hear it's really good. It's doing really well. Some people are signing up for free trials of YouTube Red, then canceling it after they binge watch it. The numbers are going up.
Yeah, I mean that's fun. The script was a really fun idea. I didn't read the whole thing, but I remember it was a movie too. It wasn't a series, but
Right, but then they made it into a series.
they made it into a
Yeah.
series. But the idea when I first started reading it, I think I got like 20 pages through, and then I was doing like I got distracted. But that was really great. The idea that it's like the villain of an 80s movie 20 years later, and he's trying to get his life together. I was like, oh shit, this is a really great concept.
After he was defeated, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was like this, and it read really well. Like it was really well written.
Yeah.
Everything was like really tight. All the jokes, all the scene description. It was really good.
Sorry, this thing keeps moving.
It was noise. It was real noise.
There we go. Yeah. So I see why. Are there any good Amazon series, TV series? Jack Reacher, I've told us, is pretty good with John Krasinski, but I mean, I just don't care about it.
Jim from The Office.
Yeah.
I gotta find this spy.
He was great in The Quiet Place. Did you see A Quiet Place?
I didn't see Quiet Place.
Great movie. You should watch that.
I watched the YMS review and called it a day.
He's so wrong about that movie. We've talked about that before.
Well, he just said Incredibles 2 was awful, so I guess.
I just saw that today, actually. Remember?
Oh
that?
yeah.
I really liked it.
I heard
it was really good.
It's very sexual. It's a very sexual movie. A sexually charged movie.
What? In what way?
That's what I heard. They find ways to really have overt libidinous characters. I guess.
I don't know. It is Pixar, and they have a knack, which is why Pixar is so great, and that's why they succeed. They make it oriented for kids and adults because they're smart. Because they realize kids don't go see movies by themselves; their parents take them.
Right.
And they've been that way since Toy Story. My parents loved Toy Story.
Yeah, Toy Story's great. Yeah, I think Toy Story 2 is better, isn't it? Kinda. Better than Toy Story 3?
I don't know. Better than Toy Story 3. Yeah. I'm kind of mad they're making Toy Story 4. Stupid thing to do.
Toy Story is actually a really genius. Like, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, oh my god. Like, it's very, like, it makes total sense. The story, what did I just say? It makes total sense. It makes total sense. The plot makes total sense because it just...
does, yeah, Toys Coming Alive makes sense.
Toys Coming Alive. The concept is gold, but you have here's a toy. You have Woody, right? Cowboy, Old West. Doo 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 doo. Who is Woody?
You made laser sounds.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Better. Thank you.
Who is Woody's opposite or enemy? It's
Cowboys and Aliens.
Yeah, Future Man. Yeah. So you have a guy from the future.
Future Man.
Come by. Yeah. And so if you want to take Woody out of his element, where do you take Woody? You have to take him to Pizza Planet.
Space.
Because that's where Future Man's home is. So it's like, it makes perfect sense.
Not a lot happens in that movie, does it?
They fly a rocket ship at the end. What?
They do fly a rocket ship. Not a lot happens in the original Toy Story.
Yeah, it's just them going from place to place. Yeah. He pushes Buzz out the thing.
They only go to like three places, though.
Yeah. They go to Sid's house.
Oh, Sid's house, yeah. So it's Andy's house, Pizza Planet, Sid's house, and then the truck at the end.
Yeah, that's about it. You wrote it. You wrote the movie.
I've seen that movie before. I have to admit.
Good. That's why I like Toy Story 2. Is like it's like let's really get into the themes.
I like Toy Story 2 as well. There's things I don't remember. I can't think of it now that I don't like about Toy Story 2, but I can't think about them. I can't think of them.
I blocked them out.
I've blocked them out of my memory.
Have you gone to Disney World or Disneyland ever?
No.
You've never gone?
I have no interest.
All right, we're gonna go. You're gonna take
me?
Yeah, I'm gonna take you to Disneyland.
I've been
Disney
told.
World.
I've had a lot of friends who be like, "We're gonna go to Disney World." Like, cool, I'll come with you, but I'll just stay on the beach. I'm not gonna go. I don't
stay on the beach.
I don't care about lines and paying that kind of money to see things. I'd go to Universal.
You go to interesting.
I wouldn't go to Disney World. I don't care.
Wow, that's crazy to me. You're crazy.
Why am I crazy, dude? It's
You're
just
not crazy.
Children in lines.
There's good rides.
Two things I don't like.
You haven't been on.
Especially when you
haven't been on any of the rides.
Them?
You haven't been on Splash Mountain. You haven't been on.
Just give me a classic wooden roller coaster and I'm good, dude.
You haven't been on Thunder Mountain Railroad. You haven't been on Haunted Mansion. Goddamn Haunted Mansion.
How could I have? I've never been there.
Exactly. I'm upset. I've gone a couple times.
Connor, I'll go to Universal and you can go to Disney World, and then we'll Skype and see how it goes.
We'll trade tips.
Yeah.
There's so many great things about Disney. The atmosphere. Fucking Pirates of the Caribbean. The ride.
It's a bunch of animatronics.
It's so much more. It's atmosphere. It's the water.
Excuse me. I've seen enough of that in the behind-the-scenes footage from Pirates of the Caribbean films. I know what to expect. Oh, that breeze feels really good. Hang on. I'm going to open this window real quick. More, Connor. Connor, hold it. Hold down the fort. Keep talking. Give me something good.
When I was a boy.
No, come on. What are you getting at?
What are you getting at?
There's no breeze. Give me the breeze.
Give me the breeze. Give me the breeze.
You gotta get a fan in here, but then we would hear the fan the whole time.
I like shouting at the window. Give me the breeze.
I'm yelling at Mother Nature to give me freeze.
Give me freeze.
Don't worry. Oh, do you feel it?
Yeah. Oh, that's nice, bro.
All I needed to do is just open the window.
You summon the name of the wind.
I can hear
Like that book, The Name of the Wind.
There's a baby next door, though. I'm like Dancing with Wolves.
Dancing with.
You know what movie I saw recently, too?
Oh, yeah.
I saw Tag.
Oh, how's that?
It was fine.
That's good. People said
Yeah.
there was what did people say was good? Incredibles 2.
Incredibles 2.
90%.
Yep. It's all right. So, not Incredibles 2, without spoiling anything, I think it was not as good as the first, but good.
It was 14 years later.
And it was 14 years later, but it takes place exactly after the first one ends, which
That's-
I loved.
Oh, you love that.
It's great. Yeah, it's fantastic. I had a smile on my face instantly because it was like, oh, this is what happens next. It's like if you watch, I just think that's really cool. Literally, if you watch them back to back, it's like it's perfect.
It's a long movie.
Yeah.
Although part of me wanted to see like grown up Jack.
Yeah.
Because I think I was like when I heard about Incredibles 2, I was like, oh, that'd be cool if Jack is the villain. He's a teenage villain.
Angsty teenage villain.
And then all the family are kind of off doing their own thing, and they have to reunite to fight Jack.
Yeah.
And you see like Dash and Violet are both like adults now.
Like full-fledged superheroes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
It'd be like the family reunion.
I don't want to spoil anything for you. I liked it a lot. The action scenes were awesome, really well done. The music was fantastic. The story was very similar to the first, but it missed sequences that I wanted.
What? From the first one, like paying off ideas in the first one.
Yeah, like that whole scene where. I don't want to give anything away. I don't know how much you care, so I won't say it. But
There's no bon voyage.
Bon voyage. No, there's no
Or no bon voyage.
There's no moments where when Dash is running in the first one and he hits the water and he has that giggle and you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing like that.
Oh.
And I feel like they miss opportunities
That's true.
to like have like yeah moments where you just can't help but smile the whole time. You know.
Yeah, that's true. There was a lot of joy to the first Incredibles.
Yeah. I don't think they utilized the powers enough. They did for Elastigirl for sure, but I feel like they underused. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
You'll understand when you see it. Anyway, that's all I have to say about it. You should see it, and we could talk about The Incredibles. I really liked our television conversation, Connor. That was a good one.
Yeah,
That was a good conversation. But we're running on about an hour now, maybe.
Oh wow, it's already been an hour.
Just about, yeah. Well, almost. Anything else you want to discuss, real quick?
Blah, 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 fucking blah. No, nothing's coming to mind. There was something I was gonna mention, and then I forgot. It feels like that scene in *Inglourious Bastards* when Hans Landa's looking at Shoshana, and he's looking at her because he recognizes her, but he doesn't recognize her, and it like pulls on his face, and he's like, "I can't think of anything else." That's a good scene.
Train's coming. You're gonna be able to hear it.
Oh, I thought this was a plane. Oh, that's a big train.
It goes.
Do you watch Rick and Morty?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it. I know about it.
Okay, so can I just say about Rick and Morty? When you say, do you watch Rick and Morty, and people say yes, it's automatically implied that I watch Rick and Morty and that
You're like a super fan.
I watch it when it's on and I'll watch it, I can't wait for the next season and I know all these lines from
You're
it.
not a big Rick and Morty fan.
I'm a fan. I like it. It's funny.
But you're not crazy
But
about
like
it.
I watched it. I watched all whatever episodes there were.
I called Rick and Morty Prestige TV today.
You did.
And somebody got
Do
upset
you feel
at me.
good about it?
Well, I felt I did for a moment, and then the person I was talking to
So
got
why
upset.
did you call it that and why did they get upset?
Well, I called it that because I was like, I watch a lot of TV, and then I said, well, I should say I watch a lot of Prestige TV.
And then you said you watch Rick and
And
Morty.
I said I watch Rick and Morty. Not just like that's the only one, but it's like one of the few, right? It is.
It's genius.
I misspoke. I said I watch the closest thing we get to auteur television, which is like single creators. I'm talking about like Noah Hawley, Mr. Robot,
Okay. Yeah.
Rick and Morty. It's like one guy, one or two guys at most. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Okay. That's fine.
And they got so upset, and I was like, "Damn you to heck!"
I like Rick and Morty. I think it's good. I don't
It's
think
fun.
it's exhausting after a while.
Oh, it's exhausting. Why?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
interesting.
you know me. I've never been a fan of adult-oriented cartoons. I don't like The Simpsons that
Oh.
much. Family Guy, I don't think it's funny. I hate South Park. Futurama's not. I just don't care. So Rick and Morty, the fact that I watch Rick and Morty is pretty surprising to me.
Yeah. Well, Rick and Morty's just fun.
And there are some episodes that I would just sit through blank face. Just like,
Really?
yeah.
Are you all cut up, right? Season 3?
Yeah, I've watched all of it. Yeah.
Okay. I really like the Citadel episode. It's really good. When
Yeah.
it's just like all the Ricks and the
There's
Mortys
some
and
really
stuff.
funny moments in that show.
Yeah. Yeah, really great. And just really, like, it's just a fun story.
It's really
more than
smart.
anything else.
It's really smartly written.
Yeah.
Is that the right word? Smartly?
Yeah.
Smartly written.
Smart.
It's well
Smart
written.
show.
I have to say the idea is it's clever. Clever is the word I was thinking
Clever,
of.
yeah.
See, I got it. I know what I'm doing.
Well, it's funny because the guy who made Nirvana the band, the show, was like really, really likes it. He was saying
talking
it's
about
like
Matt Johnson?
Yeah, Matt Johnson.
I know.
I know
Hey,
who
Matt,
that is.
we go way back. Of course he does. It's his. Yeah, it's. I think that show's better though than Rick and Morty.
Whoa, that's interesting. That is a good.
I
that's
think
fair.
people should watch Nirvana in the show. That to me,
Justin Roiland
I have to be
tweeted out Nirvana the band, the
good
show.
because,
He was like,
in my opinion, I think Nirvana the band, the show is one of the best comedy shows out there.
It's fantastic.
It's
one of the best
Like I
things
said, in
I've
my
ever
opinion,
watched.
next to It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
yeah, it's perfect.
Those are the
it
only
never
shows
gets
that
old.
that I can
It
just
never
watch
gets old.
constantly.
Yeah.
I can
I
watch-
find new stuff every time.
I can watch Parks and Recreation, and even that, sometimes I'm like, never mind. Parks and Rec, Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and Nirvana the Band, the show are shows that I can just watch.
Always, I mean, we talked about this, but Always Sunny and Nirvana the band are almost
They're
similar.
very similar. Yeah, it's just a
It's like crazy. A person comes in with a crazy initiation.
couple friends. Yeah,
They
who
have to
a plan.
convince the other people, and then eventually everybody is like, "All right, this bad idea is a good idea. Let's execute
Yeah,
it."
and then they fail or they do something worse, and then they just give up at the end, and nothing
It's
changes.
great.
Yeah,
It's so good.
yeah.
It's so fun. So think about the Lost joke on. They love that numbers in that crank ass show. Do you know how they make it? Is they just like film for hours and hours,
And then they put it together later.
and then they just edit it.
yeah, it's just
after.
improvising. They come up with
Amazing.
plans on the spot.
It's so good.
A lot of the times you see the improvisation. That's
Mm-hmm.
the word. Like like they release that. Like that's part of the scene sometimes when
Yeah.
like Matt Johnson will say something like. I'm pretty sure that "What else do you want me to say?" in the stupid ass memory was like an improvised line. Like it's not.
It's amazing.
You're amazing.
It's so good. It's just so fun to be like, how do they make this? Like, how do they? You know, when you watch it, you want to unravel it. You want to see like where does each point, where does the thread start? And yeah, it's so good. I was listening to them on a podcast, and they talked about. What was it? They talked about the show. Something about the show that I'm just. Oh yeah, they get invited to do improv shows, and but they don't want to do them because they feel like they're bad at improv, which is very
Yeah.
interesting because that's one of the
That's what
strengths
they
of,
do,
their
though.
show.
Yeah. That's so funny. I'm trying to find the. I sent my brother the. You're just a sneaking bitch the other day, or a couple weeks ago. That's one of my favorite videos.
So good.
Yeah, he goes, "You fat," and he goes, "Oh." Right.
It's so good.
Like it cut. I've watched that scene a lot, and it cuts out, and it seems like Matt is just about to laugh after he does that, "Oh," and just cuts away right away because he definitely breaks out into laughter.
Have you seen the movie Operation Avalanche? The one that they talk
I haven't
about?
seen it. No,
It's
Is that a
good.
comedy, or is it a series?
It's like a comedy. It's like a serious movie with comedic moments.
Okay.
It's basically the Dirties in the 1960s,
right.
and they're faking the moon landing. That's basically it. It's pretty good. It's pretty.
Yeah,
It's pretty
I'll
fun.
have to watch it.
Yeah.
Is he in it?
Yeah. It's literally just the Dirties. It's him and Owen. Cause you watch the Dirties.
Yeah,
right?
I've seen it. Yeah.
Him and Owen.
That was a tough movie to watch.
That's tough. It was funny.
You told me
It was a
to
lot of
watch
fun.
it, and I was like,
I
all right.
did.
And I was like, what the fuck? It was really good, but I was like, this is so so dark.
It is very dark. Well, because
So dark. It's probably because I watched it in my room with no lights on.
That's true. Well, the
was a terrible
whole
joke,
point
I'm
of
so sorry.
that movie is that he wanted to take like the people that get called monsters on the news, like these kids who, go and blow away their class, and wanted to say, what if that was me? Like, what if how would I get there from there to there? And it's funny because he would watch the in interviews he talks about how he watched the Columbine kids videos, like they used to make like fun
So-
videos together, and they were just like they were indistinguishable from like videos him and his friends made when they were kids.
So what
Which is the
I
crazy
what
thing.
I liked about that movie is that it could have done something very dangerous and made you sympathetic, but I wasn't. You see him turn into a monster,
Right, yeah.
and you're like, "Oh, good, he's a terrible person. I want him to lose." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you sit through the entire, and you made this great for me. You sit through the whole movie and you see him get bullied. You see him go through this. You're like, oh god, I'm
You
starting
feel
to feel
bad
for
for
this
him.
guy. Then as soon as he starts doing what he does, you're like, never mind.
You're right.
Hate this kid.
Take it back. Because he's so obsessed with being famous too,
Yeah.
which is I think one of the big. That's the big thing about why I genuinely think why a lot of these people do what they do.
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
'cause
That's
they're
why
like,
I don't think that news
for the recognition.
I don't think that news should ever show their face,
should not
say
do
their
that,
names.
yeah.
They should just call them shooter number 1,
Shooter number
shooter
one.
number 12, and
Shooter
that's
number
it.
35.
Don't do the Nightline specials as to how did they get here and show their
Right.
baby pictures.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
Yeah. They want to be noticed. They want
Yeah.
to be seen.
It's so wrong. A big problem. It's the media's fault. Well, it's not their fault, but it's
It
It fuels
exacerbates.
the fire.
It exacerbates the
anyway.
situation.
I don't want to get into it. It's this whole thing, but anyway,
It's a whole thing.
that's actually on H3H3, one of their podcasts. He said that exact thing, and I was very happy he did because I agree with it completely.
Bo Burnham's going to be on the next one.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness! I was actually watching what recently. What a great one!
That's good, yeah.
I still listen to the Kanye rant, and that
Oh, it's so good.
it's genius. That is so.
fantastic.
I'm tempted to download it. Even though a big part of it is like the visual, just listening to it is enough.
Yeah, it's just really fun.
Can
to-
I say my shit? Wait, I gotta do the reverb. New York, can I say my shit? Oh God, I hate myself, and I can't turn it down.
Can't turn it down.
Okay, I did it. Yeah. You know, it would be funny if that actually didn't get into the recording, that reverb, and it's just me yelling into a microphone. I could hear it through my headphones, but I don't know if it actually recorded it. All right, Connor. Do we have anything else that we want to... I don't have anything else.
I think that we are muy bueno.
Muy bueno, sir.
We're al bueno.
Thank you for being here. I know it's been a while. Hopefully
Oh, no, thank you.
we'll catch up again next week, I'm sure.
Yeah. Have a little conversation.
Have a little powwow, a little convo powwow. We got to get a guest on here. I'm working on it.
We gotta get Dow.
I'm gonna get down on here. The professor.
Where's Tyler?
This bum. I don't know.
Fucking, where's Tyler?
Stop kicking the microphone stick. Yeah, we got to get Dow on here. He would be.
Bring Connor on.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, my friend Connor. He's talking
Who,
about
what was your roommate's name?
Matt.
Matt.
Matt should be on here too.
Yeah,
Get
bring
all
Matt.
these people on.
Yeah.
I know people don't know who they are, but who cares? They're fun people. just extra voices.
Extra voices
On
just
here,
to
you
have
know?
their, have their opinions floating around.
Yep.
Floating
So-
around the ether.
That's that. Thank you for being here, Connor. If you like what you see or you don't see anything,
If you like what you see, turn off your TV and do it.
there's finally a breeze in here. I sweat through this entire podcast, and now at the end, like I'm starting to feel okay.
He's the breeze. It's your reward.
Yeah. Thank you for being here. The world was like, I'll give you a breeze.
Oh, quick aside.
Yeah. What's up?
I was watching the movie Beauty and the Beast. because
The
I'm-
original?
The original.
Okay.
Because I'm going through a bit of a Disney kick right now.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
And my God, some of the stuff in Beauty and the Beast is horrifying. There's like it's all background. Like if in Beast Castle, there's this shot of him standing by the rose in the prologue, and if you look on the windowsill, you just see this eyeless screaming face built into the side of the balcony. It's like, oh my God. And then when Belle's walking through the West Wing, like there's like demon statues in like purgatory poses. And I was like, I forgot how scary this is.
Yeah.
Fucking, like the animators are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna draw a fucking demon with
That
teeth.
opening soundtrack's gorgeous in that though.
Oh yeah, I love that. Yeah.
The prologue.
I think it's one of my favorite openings to a movie ever. Like it's just tonally
really good.
really tight.
Really well done.
Yeah.
Don't see that anymore in Frozen.
Nope.
Okay. You can find us on iTunes still. We're still on there. We're still there.
Still on iTunes.
We're still there.
Get yourself an iTunes gift card.
And on YouTube.
I always make that joke. It's a stupid joke.
I don't understand that joke. Is the joke?
Is this not
You're
really?
just telling people to get an iTunes gift card. We're not sponsored by them.
Well, that would be the joke. Is it doesn't really
That's
cost
the
money.
joke, huh?
It's not really a joke. It's more of an idea.
And that is something else.
I don't have many ideas.
Something else, man. Okay. Well, thanks for being here, Connor. I'll see you soon.
All right, see you soon.
Thanks for listening.